Awesome. Thank you for the call, Andrew. What questions do we have about the auction?
Well, obviously you send out the list the night before.
Right.
For the homes that are going to auction the following day. And as we witnessed today, a lot of them can still get postponed.
Right, exactly.
And just real quick, how does that happen, or why do the lenders just postpone it or pull it, or they're working with the borrowers? What would cause something to get postponed? I'm just curious.
So a lot of these properties, I mean, we had 10 properties going to auction today, and I would say only 3 properties sold, so like 7 got postponed or canceled. And so it's pretty normal. I mean, auctions postpone and cancel all the time. And the reasons are all across the board, from someone doing a last-minute bankruptcy, so they save their house, right? I like to look at it as sometimes these trustees just aren't prepared. I mean, there's a lot of different things. Even though we're in a non-judicial state in Arizona, there's a lot of T's to be crossed and I's dotted to just have the preparations. So sometimes things just aren't, the trustee and the bank aren't quite ready to get it sold for whatever.
The date is set in the future, and then the date comes and they're not really ready. And yet it's a legal proceeding, so you've got to have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. So
right, that's exactly it. So that's another reason. Another reason is they could have called in and said, I'm an idiot, it's a 3% interest rate, I don't want to lose this property, and they called and they just settled up with the trustee.
Yeah, they got the money and they brought the loan current or something.
Exactly. So that's kind of the top 3 reasons for the most part.
All right. And I figured that. I didn't know, and that makes sense. When someone buys something, well, I'll ask that in a minute. On your list, you have an opening bid price, which is, it is what it is. But on your spreadsheet, you have an RPR. I'm trying to remember what that number, or what that acronym stands for.
So are you by chance a licensed agent?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're in your database, this is like one of the coolest things that you'll want to do is when you're in the MLS, you're not in front of your computer right now by chance, are you?
Yes, I am.
Are you in the MLS?
I think so. If not, I can be in about a second. So yes, I'm in Monsoon and MLS.
So where in the MLS where it has the big blue Flex MLS to the right, AR MLS, you see that? Actually, you see, if you're just in your homepage of the Flex MLS.
Yeah, Flex MLS, upper left.
Yeah, you see the menu under?
Yes.
Hit menu.
Yep.
Go and put RPR in that bar.
Okay.
As soon as that goes up, what is the, you might be shy about this, but I'm going to say it. What's the address of your personal house?
Yeah, I'll put one of those in there.
Or put anything. My first one is 3724 Bloomfield. Put whatever address that's in your mind.
Okay, well, for whatever reason, I have a feeling my internet wants me to load back up. Well, hold on a second.
Basically, RPR is just a program you use to come up with the estimated value of the property.
Which is more accurate and better than Zillow.
Well, yeah, Zillow is trash.
And so it's pulling off actual data of the MLS, and it'll actually give you like a 1 to 5 star rating. And most of the times it's a 5-star rating. So you need to. So it's just a quick and dirty for a value of a property, to answer your question. But it's a really cool tool because you can look, if you're a realtor and someone says, what can you sell my house for? You can literally create a 50-page report in 2 minutes and send them this report with all the data of the schools and the comps. And you're going to look like, with your face and your name on it, like you just created a 50-page report, you're going to look really cool.
Okay. That explains RPR, and it's a valuation. Now, let's say somebody's interested in the house, but they don't know what the condition is. Do you have a drive report, or do we have to request one from you?
No, we definitely have a drive report. We have drivers that go out every single morning to take pictures of the property.
Okay.
So we can definitely, the morning of the auction, just send it over to me and just say, hey, I need a drive report on this address. And I, in turn, actually email my driver, and it's usually a blank email just with the address, and people email back and say, what's this? And it's just an order to the driver when they get there to send you the pictures.
And that way we know it didn't burn to the ground or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So drive reports are available on anything morning of.
Do you have the title reports?
Say that again, sorry.
A preliminary title report?
Yeah, so the title reports, we get that done the morning of also, and just consider it being clean and clear if we're bidding on it, and if we're not, I'll let you know why. So we can only buy first mortgages. We're not going to be buying a second mortgage, unless you got some strategy that I don't know about.
Right. So if I ask you to bid on something, you'll have a title report, and you might call me up and say, we need to hold off on this one, or there's something wrong with the title. You'll point that out, or you'll send me the report.
Yeah, no, we'll only buy it if it's a first mortgage. Okay. But on my sheet also, you'll see how much taxes are due. You're going to have to pay any back taxes. Can be a couple $1,000s on average each file. So think about that too.
Sure. Yeah, the back tax. Yeah, I get that. We do that when we buy wholesale stuff and direct from sellers all the time.
Yeah.
The under notes, there's some UCC filings. I was trying to pull those up online and see what those might be. I'm assuming maybe they're solar panels or something.
Yes, 90% of the time, 90+% of the time, they're solar panels. And the crappy thing about UCC is they file the UCC, but they don't have to file how much the lien is. And so if there's a UCC, there's a solar lien, and we are assuming that lien if we buy the property. We just don't know how much that is for. So
right, but you got solar on the house. You just have to, I guess, negotiate with the existing solar company and sign a new contract or something.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I've seen solar panels, all kinds of. I've seen it to where someone like a foreclosure didn't like it, and I've actually seen the solar panel company actually say, "Okay, that's fine. Come take them off." But that's super rare. Don't plan on that. Just for the most part, plan on you assuming that lease.
Okay. That's what I thought that was.
I've even seen them magically disappear overnight, and I've heard of that. I haven't done that, but that being said, I wouldn't do it because you could still have that lien on there, even though somehow the solar panels are gone.
Yeah, the panels are gone, exactly. And then, you're like, hey, I bought the house. There's no solar panels on here. Remove your lien, and then it's a legal battle.
Exactly.
You are successful at auction. We're the winning bid. When is the money due?
So if we buy it today, we have to have the cash to the trustee the next day by 5:00.
Okay.
So I personally will front the $10,000 non-refundable deposit today for you.
Yeah.
And if you decide that you won the bid for the number that you wanted and you just don't want the property anymore, it's going to be your $10,000 loss, not mine.
Right.
So then we get the cash to the trustee the next day by 5:00. And if you're not paying cash, if you're getting hard money, I'll just help correlate with that hard money company to get that cash there for you.
Yeah, and when we work with the hard money guys, they typically can fund pretty quickly. But let's say there's a hitch and it takes them an extra day. What happens? And I'm sure that happens from time to time.
There's a couple local trustees that I can sometimes postpone the payment to the next day by 10 a.m.
Okay.
But I have plenty of hard money lenders. The terms might not be favorable to you or your current lender, but you got to plan on just getting it done, quite honestly.
Yeah, you got to get it done. And so if you've got your own cash, that's always best. What about, since you're buying it at auction, there is no title insurance, correct?
There's no title insurance, but you are getting a trustee's deed, which is just as strong in the state of Arizona as the warranty deed, if not stronger.
Okay. Because it's wiped out any junior liens.
Exactly.
And you're buying it from a bank who has a senior lien position, so it should be good, right?
Exactly.
Okay. That was kind of it for me. You guys, any? No, Spencer. You tell Spencer we like the house, kind of how much we're willing to bid up to, and then he'll just go do it for us.
Right. I'll do it for you, and I'll make sure title's clear, and I'll get you a drive report if you need to drive, and that's totally it.
Well, let's say Palomino went for $626 today, and let's say I said we're willing to bid to $600, and it gets to $600. I mean, I guess if we wanted, we could be on the phone with you, and if it's close, we can decide to go up an extra $5,000 or $10,000. But
if we're close, I'll do my best to connect you and Yeah, great point. Get you on the line and see if we can push it up.
Okay. Yeah, because if it's really close and we're like, we're willing to go to 600 and it's really close, you might go, hey, you want to go a little, we're close, you could probably buy it. And then we're in a live auction bid back and forth right there.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
But in regards to that $10,000, so our client decides, okay, I want to put in a bid, and they get it, and then they don't close on the property, then that client owes you $10,000, correct?
Yeah, no questions asked. It's not my problem at that point. I'm fronting the $10,000 because I don't want to have $100,000, $200,000 worth of deposits from clients hoping to get a property in the next week.
Yeah.
So I'll front it for you. Just make sure that you're 100% good to go.
You're doing a favor. It's not your loss. It's ours.
Right. Exactly.
Yep. 100%. Okay.
That makes sense.
Cool.
I have a client, interested in doing this process.
No, we're gonna
ask some more questions.
Yeah.
And then get back to them.
Yeah, that's fine.
We got enough information.
Yeah, we got all that. Yeah, and then driving. Okay, that's what I thought I remembered. I just wanted to make sure, and we're looking forward to buying some stuff at auction.
Hey, cool. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the questions. Andrew, anytime you need me, just reach out. I'm here for you.
You got it. Hopefully this recording worked.
This is actually perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you,
I just don't want you to hear your voice online at a later date. So I'll let you know.
I hear that stuff all the time. Don't worry about it.
All right, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye.